Hi, Delvon Digital here, and I'm going to make a very bold claim. There is no phone on the market that is better than the Pixel 6 series, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm just playing. There's no phone on the market better than the Pixel 6 series to me. Saying I've raced for the best phone in the world. This is all about me. I have went through so many different devices from Apple, from Samsung, even Google themselves, and I have landed here on the Pixel 6. I don't have the Pro, I have the 6 series. The regular 6. But I plan on sticking with Pixels for the duration of my time until I find something else better than the Pixel for me. Again, for me. All right. So I'm going to just kind of like make this video as quick and short as possible. I know I'll be doing a lot of long videos, but I just want to break down some of the things why I like this Pixel so much and why I decided to let this become my main phone. So for a long time, I've been using multiple devices. I use an iPhone. I use one iPhone, one Android phone. It's always one iPhone, one Android phone. And I bounce around Android because, it's so many options on the market, so many choices, and I can just choose what fits me best. And I have never had a phone that I love so much since I want to say the HTC M8, which was like the one phone that I've used that just kind of blew my mind, and I was in love with that phone. Man, I used to take that cold steel gunmetal and rub it against my face and my arms. But anyways, just saying that we all have devices that we love and we would never move away from it. There's iPhone users who would never leave an iPhone because of everything that they offer and what they love about it, and they're not going to leave. And then you have Samsung users, you have HTC users, LG users, Pixel users, so on and so on. I never consider myself a certain type of brand user, at least until now, right? I always use multiple brands trying to find which one works best for me. And it was always a struggle for me finding that brand. While everybody else was happy with their iPhone, people was happy with their Galaxy phones, people were happy with their Pixel phones, people were happy with LG, Huawei, Xiaomi, all of these different phones, everybody's happy with it. And I'm sitting here, buying this one, trying this one, buying this one, trying this one. Though I used Samsung for a long time, I was never really 100% happy with them. Anyways, let's get right into this though, because I just wanted to get that out real quick. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is like the battery life. The battery life it varies based off user to user and your usage and stuff like that. Now I'm going to sit here and be honest with you right now. My phone does make it through the day. I can go through a whole long day within 24 hours, and I come back home with a lot of juice in my battery. I'll say somewhere between 30 to 40% juice left in my tank. Now, you're like, oh man, what's your screen on time? I'm just going to let you know. Only the first week when I get a phone is when I actually test the screen on time, or first week and a half, I would say. Other than that, I never check my screen on time. I really do not care. Checking that it just gives me battery anxiety. I don't care. If I take my phone off the charger, at 8:30 a.m. and it is 10 or 9 p.m. or even 8 p.m. when I walk through that door and I made it through one of my days with that battery, that is good battery to me. I'm not somebody who's out here pushing my phone to the limits, not pushing my battery, not running benchmark scores or running benchmarks or just extra stuff, whatever. I live my life the way I live my life, and I use my phone the way I use my phone. And if it lasts me through the day, to me, that is good battery. So I'm not going to be able to tell you any screen on time right here, and I don't really care. I'm just going to tell you that the battery has been great for me throughout a long day, whether I'm taking a lot of photos like I normally do, or I'm making phone calls, texting, on social media, which burns up a lot of my battery life, and YouTube, occasionally YouTube and stuff like that. But other than that, that's fairly my usage. So battery life is one of the things that I love. But then again, I'm just going to be honest with you. I haven't had battery issues on any phone in a very long time. Literally. I mean, I know there's phones out here that got like this crazy good battery, but literally, if I'm being truthful with you, I haven't had issues with battery life on phones in a very, very long time, unless the phone has aged or the company sent a bad software update. That's about it. All right. Other than that, reason number two, because that was reason number one. All right. But these are no particular order. Reason number two is the camera. The camera on it is phenomenal. It may not be the best camera out here as versatility or whatever, and have all these lenses and all this zoom and all of this and all these features and blah, blah, blah. It's good enough for me. Was not good enough for you. May not work for me. Will work for me. May not be good enough for you, but it works for me. The quality, and I'm talking about the picture quality itself, is so satisfying to me when I snap a photo and I know that quality is going to look good. Do I want zoom? Do I want, periscope lens and all this? Do I want, better wide angles and blah, 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 blah? Nah, I don't. I got a Galaxy S21U. I can be honest with you. I don't remember the times that I have used any of those besides trying to show it off. Now, it's not a gimmick, because I don't call anything a gimmick. Some people use that. Some people need that. I don't. I like the regular telephoto lens that gives you natural bokeh. I like portrait mode, and then I like the normal lens. I don't even like wide angles. So what they offer in the camera is great for me. I just wish that I had the Pro model so I could have that 4x zoom telephoto, and I would have been completely happy with the camera experience, which I am still happy, because the quality of it is insanely crazy. And that skin tones, that's important to me, So other than that, the camera is another reason why I love this Pixel so much. It is definitely my favorite camera phone, period, on the market. I feel there's nothing out there better than it. That's how I feel, and I love it. And I'm only saying this coming from a person who has really never used all the cameras on the market, but so I'm just gonna say, from the cameras that I've used, it's my favorite, and that's between like HTC, Apple, Samsung, LG, Motorola. Some other. I don't use any Chinese phones besides probably like one. I guess OnePlus. Are they Chinese? I don't even know. But OnePlus, because they sell it here. We don't got Xiaomi and Huawei and all these other companies down here. So pretty much all the U.S. phones that we have here, I have tried, and the Pixel seems to be my favorite camera. Just gonna put it like that I've used and owned. So the next thing is going to be talking about the smoothness of the UI. I'm gonna be honest with you. Apple has always been had an edge in that, and Pixel seems to be, at least for me, because I know there's other companies out there that's pretty good that I heard, but I never use them. So here in America, again, because I'm speaking on that, the Pixel seems to be the only one that can match it, if not better. I do find, and I don't want you to think that I'm some kind of Pixel fanboyish type thing, but I like the Pixel animations a lot better than iOS. And just hear me out a little bit, right? Because iOS animations has been the same for a long time. I mean, for a very long time, because one thing that Apple is consistent. So seeing Android 12 come in the picture on the Pixels, and it brings new animations, I like the new visuals. They look really, really good. They're new to Android, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. They're new to Android. So because it's new, I like it. iOS animations, nothing wrong with them. There's never been anything wrong with them, but it's the same animations I've been using for, I don't know, for all the iPhones that I ever had in my life. And that's from the, granted, from the first iPhone that I ever owned, which is the first iPhone that ever came out, up until now, the animations got better. But if you think about from like the 10 all the way up to now, they seem exactly the same. So it's nothing new, eye-catching to my eye. But when I picked up my Pixel and I seen like different animations, I'm like, oh, this really looks good. And it's so fluent. It is so fluent. It gives you that same fluidity as the iPhones. And there's gonna be people that's gonna say, "Now you're lying, blah blah blah. I don't believe you," and this and that's the third. I don't care. Anyways, it is smooth, and I love how smooth it is. It's smoother than my Galaxy phones. It's smoother than any other phone that I've used, and I love it. So in the 90 hertz screen that I have, I wish it was really 120, but the 90 hertz is really nice. So yeah, no problem there. So I would say the smoothness is great. So If you want to go into an animation world, who got the better animations, I really don't care, because to be honest with you, I love iOS animations, and I actually love Samsung animations too. I wish they were like a little bit smoother, but I like them if they can get it fine-tuned. But I like Google's animations too. I really love Google's animations. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, so then the next thing is going to be talking about features. This is number 4. So I'm going to talk about features. I'm not going to go deep into the features. We're just going to just sum it up. Like, I love the spam calling feature, how good it works. Have an assistant on my phone. I love like the voice dictation. That's not really a feature that's like to the Pixel, because everybody has voice dictation, but it's really so fucking good on the Pixel that I barely even text with my fingers anymore, man. That's overrated now. I'm like, nah, bro. And I just start talking. Like, it's really that good. On hold for me, which I use a lot. I don't know, like, everybody knows the exclusive features that they have on the Pixel, and some of these features have been ported over. That's pretty cool. But still, just those features alone make me love this phone even more. When I put my SIM card in my iPhone, I get all these robot calls. I put it in my Galaxy phone, I get these robot calls. Okay, Apple people, we know y'all got some type of blocking thing going on. Yes, Samsung has some kind of blocking thing going on. I get it. But I'm sorry, Google's work better. It is that good. And I know that some people, carriers, also have like some kind of way to help, and if that's great. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I probably get maybe 1 or 2 spam calls that may get through my Pixel in a month and a half period. I put it in my iPhone. I'm getting them weekly. Not a lot, but I'm getting them weekly. Samsung phone, I'm getting them weekly. Those are the 2 phones that I have, so that's why I'm bringing them up. I don't know if any other companies have it better, or it could be my carrier. I don't know. All I know is, sorry. All I know is in my Pixel, that shit worked, and it works really, really good. And that's coming from Google doing their part. Without my carrier, without me paying for some block servers, without me blocking unknown callers, because I think that's what iPhone has. It says block unknown caller, something like that, but it still kind of shows it come up or whatever, saying as an unknown caller, stuff like that. On the Pixel, I don't even see it. The phone don't even ring 90% of the time, 99% of the time. And it tries to answer the call to see what they want before I even know that they're calling. And then if they do leave a voicemail, then I know that as a person or as another robot, because a robot hangs up on a robot, I guess, because, whatever, because it tries to transcribe the message or whatever like that when people try to call or whatever. But like I say, I don't get the calls. I don't never see them. But that's just the reality. Your experience may be different, but that is mine, and I love it. And the last thing I want to talk about is pretty much like Android itself. I mean, I don't know. I like Android. I don't know how to go deep into that. I prefer, when it comes to a mobile phone, I prefer Android OS over iOS. I think Android OS offers me the most, I guess, I don't want to say features. Android OS makes my life easy, because everything is up there. It's easy. It's simple. And I know this sounds crazy, right? Because I'm sitting here saying that Android OS is simple, while everybody else says iOS is simple. Like, iPhone users like it's simple. But let me try to give you an example, right? So to set a ringtone on, let's not even use ringtones, because that's just whatever. Let's do this. I use Twitter, okay? And a lot of people probably don't use Twitter. I use Twitter. And when I go to Twitter and I have to open a link on my iOS device, my iPad or my iPhone, I have to click onto the image, the YouTube video per se, and then it pops like a full screen pop-up thing or whatever. I don't know. You have to click twice. I just know that you got to click on the video, then you have to click get YouTube app. Then when you click that, it opens up in YouTube. If you're on an Android device and you just click that link, it opens up YouTube. It's so easy to set a default app and it just opens up there. If I did not If I click the actual link on my iPhone or my iPad, then it takes me to the browser, and then it opens up YouTube there, which I'm not signed in and stuff like that. You can say, hey, that's your fault. Well, I don't use the browser, I got an app. So yeah, simple stuff like that. And somebody gave me an app that's a workaround for that, but that's crazy. I got to download a whole app just to click a link where I wanted to just open up in YouTube. And if I wanted to open up in YouTube, there's an extra step. 2 steps versus 1 step. You tell me what's simple. Is that simple to you? I mean, it's simple theoretically, but which one is simpler? Like, which one is more easy? Is it faster to open up one link or just versus one? Versus one. So it's simple stuff like that. Me accessing my camera on mostly all my Android devices is a simple of double pressing the power button and it's open. So therefore I can kind of have it open before I even pull it out of my pocket and I'm ready to shoot already. On the iPhone, it's not the same. You have to either go to the home screen and hit the little button. I think you press the button and it opens up, or you slide. You got to turn your screen on and slide it. So if the screen was off, I don't think you could just slide it and it comes on. So it's extra. So simple is these are the simple things I'm talking about that I love about Android OS. It's really the simple things that you can do. And the biggest thing is like the file manager. If you're watching this video and you are a guy like me who uses iPhone and Android daily, and you carry both, you already know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the file system. Now, if you're a guy who just been using iOS always and never anything else, then you probably find that file system just normal to you. It's normal to you. But if you're a person who use Android's file system versus iOS file system, you will be frustrated using Apple's file system and how that works. You would be frustrated because it's not that simple, and it's not that simple. So stuff like that is why I stick with it. So if you want to know why I decided to stick with the Pixel as my main phone, these are the reasons why. I mean, but some of these reasons aren't isolated to the Pixel, because obviously I can get good battery on another Android phone. There's other Android phones that got really good battery. There's other Android phones out here with smoothness of the UI, and there's Android phones that has really good features. Maybe not some of the Pixel features, but they have really good features that's similar to it, or probably even better than it. And then all of these Android phones pretty much run Android, but maybe with a different skin on it. And to say that, well, you like the Pixel, you could just use something else. That is 100% true, but I fucking love the Pixel experience. I love it. I love the UI. I love everything about it. I love the cameras up there. I love everything about it. And I love how Google works so well with the phone and all my products that's in the house and everything like that. And it's just it's hard to explain that experience unless you had a Pixel and a fully functional working Pixel, I guess, because with the pixels and stuff that's really bad out here now, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, like stuff like that. But for the most part, I really love the Pixel experience itself. That's what's drawing me there. If I was to be like, why you like iOS, and you would say, you love the experience, you'll start telling me about iMessage and FaceTime. Probably you're probably talking about social apps got better camera, or I like the video quality, or I like this and I like that. You're gonna say the same stuff, but there's also other phones out here that's just as good, but you like that iOS experience. That's what you like. I like the Pixel experience. That's what I like. This is why I'm going to be a Pixel guy. I'm finally going to settle down and use one Android phone for a long ass time and be 100% satisfied, at least until Google fucked that up. And then I probably be running back to Samsung. I mean, I was with Samsung because Google just couldn't get right, but now they're doing some stuff that I'm liking right now, and they're about to offer me a whole ecosystem. So I'm excited about that with the watch and the buds and everything. So yeah, I don't know. This video is way longer than it need to be. I'm so sorry, guys. If you made it through this video, I'm going to go ahead and end it now. I apologize, but everybody's been asking me on Twitter, like, hey man, why'd you decide this? This is why, this is why I'm on Pixel, and this is why I love it, and this is pretty much why I'm going to use it for now on. So Pixels, it's going to be my main phones for now on. So I'm going to be a Pixel iPhone guy for now on for the next millennium. So yeah, thanks for watching if you're still watching, and appreciate you. Peace out, Devon Digital.